As society advances further and further into the 21st century, the functions, advancements, and purposes for technology in everyday living do as well. The objective of this presentation is to answer my burning question regarding how can assistive technologies be used to foster and assist elementary students with reading disabilities? By me, Becca King. I was most curious to explore and gear my research towards the different types of available assistive reading technologies and the benefits and challenges that each present. Throughout my primary schooling and into my university education, I've had to adjust how I learn because of my reading disability. My interest in these areas stems primarily from my personal connection and experience regarding how it feels not to learn and read at the same rate or in the same way as my peers. As an emerging and future elementary facilitator, I'm aware that my students will enter my classes with diverse backgrounds, abilities, and disabilities. I recognize the importance of being able to offer proper kinds of support for each student, while keeping in mind that all supportive reading technologies will not be beneficial or produce the same results within all students. In order to be able to perceive the benefits that assistive technology can provide to individuals, it is important to understand what assistive technology means. From the literature resources that I examined, the majority of scholars and researchers discovered that assistive technologies are effective resources which serve to foster and strengthen students' comprehension, fluency, decoding skills, and increase their self-esteem. Multiple studies focus on how technology, integrated with the Universal Design for Learning framework, assisted students with reading disabilities. Studies found that when the UDL framework was paired with technology, it enables students with serious reading disabilities to perform at the same levels as their peers and become self-sufficient learners. I conducted my study in Calgary for the purpose of an inquiry research project as part of the Bachelor of Education program at Mount Royal University. I gathered my data from a variety of sources, including a survey that I created using Google Forms. Prior to conducting my survey, I completed the Human Ethics Research and Human Ethics tutorial, which led to my receiving of my government-approved certification to research. I also contacted experts from Calgary in the fields of reading and inclusive education to further my findings. I organized my data in accordance to my burning question. Then, I continued to organize data by the themes such as the different types of available reading technologies and their benefits and challenges. Finally, I created a research manuscript to represent my findings. My findings supplied me with a greater awareness and understanding regarding the differing views and encounters that assistive technologies offer to foster reading disabilities, as well as the abundance of available and easily accessible technology supports for students who struggle with reading. An expert that I interviewed agreed that technology enables non-readers to engage with literature, but that teachers should not allow their students to use it as a crutch. The answer, as with many other philosophical education questions, lies in balance. Overall, this study has predominantly provided me with a greater awareness of the importance of recognizing that every child is unique and so should be their learning experience. However, I've come to realize that it is my personal responsibility to enhance my own knowledge and learning about how to use various reading technologies. Assistive technologies have the ability to take individuals with and without reading disabilities to a high level of success and self-efficacy. Assistive reading technologies enable readers and non-readers to engage with literature, increase their comprehension and self-esteem, while also decreasing the learning gap.
Created using Powtoon.